Hi, my name is Jason Wood, and I'm a business and computer science teacher at Washington High School. We put in for an innovation grant through the Cedar Rapids Community School District, and our request was to get 6 of these Samsung Galaxy Note 12.2 tablets, and we did receive the grant. What we're doing with these tablets, as some of my students will demonstrate, is my students are doing Android app development. They're creating apps and hopefully having the goal of getting published, and with some additional funds we also have the ability to project and beam these apps and the tablet contents to a television wirelessly, which we will show here in a second. But we're going to interview some students, and they'll tell you a little bit about the old way we used to do it and the new way, and how this grant has really helped them grow and learn through computer science and potential long-term opportunities in technology. Okay.
We had to always hold it in our hand during it. So instead of having to hold it in our hand, we can now project it onto the TV, which is a little bit easier.
These new tablets that we got for our class, I think it'll be really easy for the entire class to share in projects and actually get feedback from our peers easier. We have been using these little tablets that don't work very well for actual showing it to the class, and that was difficult because when we were presenting our apps to the class, we'd have to either go around and show them all, or they'd have to see a very minimalistic version of it. Now with these new tablets, we can show it up on the TV so the whole class can see, or we can even just use the tablet itself because they're much larger than our other tablets were before.
With the grant, we have way better tablets, and we don't have to always wait to be able to try to test our project out on the tablets.
We used to use most likely 7-inch tablet to demonstrate our apps on, and it was very hard to see the screen, and it was not extremely responsive.
And how easy was it for the entire class to see the app that you developed?
Very hard for the entire class to see the apps, so we were not able to be as productive as we would if we were having a big tablet.
So imagine that little tablet, if you held it up, that little tablet, of which we had 2 of, imagine that little tablet trying to show to a classroom about 40 feet in length to an entire classroom. Not very easy.
Tablets will help, since the small tablets you couldn't really see it from the back of the room.
I've created this app for Android on MIT App Inventor, and it's a mini golf fling game, and as you can see, I projected it onto the screen, and so I can play my game right on there through on the TV.
I created an app in it that was just a spin-off of the quiz tutorial that we did, and what it did, it involved a video game that I did, and I just involved basic information from that and then put it into the format of the quiz.
So what you do is you'd say your name, so I'll say my name, it's George. You choose your type of pizza. I like cheese. Type of drink, ginger ale. You can write anything like extra cheese. And then I can submit it. And so when this tablet isn't connected to my email, but when it is, it'll show up on my Fusion tables on my computer or on my phone, and I can see what people order.
The app that I developed is a trivia quiz about animals. On the main screen there are 4 different categories: mammals, reptiles, amphibians, and birds. And when you click one of those, there's 5 questions about each, and it can give you hints about the answers if you don't know, and it also checks the answers.
I've made a game using simple controls that can move a ship, fire a laser, and collect things to build your score.
I created a game that is a very basic in concept. It's just, I'll get to it. So you have your cube, and you want to avoid falling down, and then you lose, and you keep track of your time in seconds, and that would be your score. And you can publish it to the leaderboard.
For my app, I decided to make a sports trivia app. It was multiple choice. It had all the types of sports and who scored the most. Also how the franchises changed over time.
I developed this Pokemon quiz app on MIT App Inventor. It was rather kind of complicated, but just the mere fact that it was a lot of repeated code made it kind of like easy for me to keep going on it.
This class has been pretty awesome. Mr. Wood's a great teacher. I'm really happy we got this grant because not only will we use this year, but just for next year and projecting and everything, it's going to be a huge difference for the people next year and all the years after they'll be taking this class.
Okay, so tell us your name.
George Ellis.
Share with us a little bit about your experience with app development.
I mean, it's been pretty cool because what we're getting to do as high schoolers is create a program that all of us can have on our phones and share with our friends.
Nowadays, everybody has to have some sort of knowledge dealing with computers and coding and stuff like that. So I believe that this class is really, really helpful for the next generation.
I think it's pretty cutting edge because when you look at job applications and everything, and you can app develop and you know basic code and programming for computers, it's a big help because that's just something that's really, because not very many people know how to code except for people that are like in major computer science classes and everything. So it's very nice that we have it at our school.
The skills I learned in this class will help me. I actually took this class because I wanted to learn more about coding because I know now in a world where technology is becoming more important, that's a good skill to have, and you know that job market is ever expanding.
These skills will make us more employable by a number of companies, as even if we might not get a job programming apps themselves, it does give us more credibility to a company who is maybe looking for a salesperson, but if the salesperson can make applications, that's a plus.
How do you feel as a young man now that you've started to develop some of these skills? How does it make you feel about yourself?
Oh, it feels pretty good. It could help us later in life on job opportunities.
I think I could use this in my later life as I try to be an engineer. It could help me with other stuff, like if I decide to make an app.
I'm an app inventor!